I can't quite remember what your cheque was when you were in the road to the room.
£28,000. No. $45,000. I'm not dyslexic, I've never ever numbers.
Okay, I had a feeling it was around the $45,000. So in 1 year, you jumped from $45,000 to $682,000. From all of you, many, many congratulations. Staggering, life-changing amounts of money, and as I said, I think to Juliana, when I think about you, Nat, what I think about is somebody a little like Roger Bannister, who made the first 4-minute mile. What you did was set new records, and as a result of that, more and more people follow. We're really, really proud of your achievements. #1 in the UK last year, and also picking up one of the biggest cheques that ever came back to the UK, $682,000. Very, very many congratulations from all as well.
It's definitely bankrupt already. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having an amazing, amazing day. It's just incredible looking at all the success all around us. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background. My leaders always tell me off for not actually sharing what I've achieved, but only sharing what they achieved. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my past, if you like. So I've been with Forever for 9 years now. 6 years ago I became a single parent, so into my forever journey. Will and Rosie are now 11 and 9. And as a single parent I had one big goal. And that big goal was to put my children through a private education. It was something that was really, really important to me. So my message to everyone really is working out what it is that's really going to make you tick, what it is that's going to make you work all the hours you need to, get through a lot of negativity from people, sometimes people that you least expect as well, to be able to get to where you want to be and have the amazing belief that you can do it. It was pretty tough because I was living 50 miles from any family and it was just me and the kids. So what I did was I got babysitters, and you know, lots of people say you can't get childcare, but I managed to because I wanted it enough. And anybody in this room, if you've got a goal and you want it enough, you'll do what it takes to get there. And that's simply all that I've done. And behind me you can see a little bit of my journey. So you can see up there taking the kids skiing. You know, as a child, my mum and dad took me skiing every year. From age 2, I was a skier. And I wanted the same for my kids, but how was I going to do that as a single parent working from home? And how I did it was using Forever as a vehicle. And that was one of the goals I ticked off with my first chairman's bonus cheque, which was about £4,000 I took on skiing. And I could just remember that moment, seeing them coming down the slopes as a 5- and 3-year-old, doing what I really wanted them to do. The next year, I received a similar kind of cheque, so it was just me achieving chairman's bonus in the power team then. And again, I took them skiing. And then, really, it was the driving goal of that, wanting to take them to private school, that really helped achieve all of this. And 6 years ago, before I could even dream of affording it, I went around the schools to see my children, what they'd be like there, and to find that right school for them. And I put it into a dream book. 2 years into my business, it took me to do that dream book because I thought it was a load of rubbish until then. But when I did, everything started happening. And in Chairman's Bonus Cheque 3, it was myself and I helped one other person, but there were actually 7 within our group in one line that achieved it. And by that point, I was earning enough to be able to put Will into private school. So he was due to start in September. But that Chairman's Bonus Cheque enabled me to also put Rosie the same time. So Rex said, now you've helped enough people, we'll pay for Rosie to go too. So they both started in exactly the same year, and that moment was just absolutely incredible to me and my mum. So you can see there my mum in the photos as well. It was actually my mum, Janice, that introduced me to the business. She's been with Forever for 20 years now. She retired about 3 years ago. Her income has quadrupled, in fact, more than quadrupled, whatever 5 times is now, since she stopped working. And that day meant so much to us because me and my mum have worked this together to be able to make it happen. And just imagine how my mum feels knowing that she's helped me, her daughter, make that dream come true and see my children go and enjoy their private education. Cheque 4, which was last year, was £28,000. So that enabled me to pay both the kids' school fees for the year and to also go on holiday. And how we did that is we helped more people achieve chairman's bonus. So I have 2 legs there. So I helped 2 different manager lines achieve chairman's bonus. But there were lots within our team because, you know, I pride myself in really helping my other managers to achieve. And because if you just want it for yourself, you're not gonna achieve more than you ever dreamt possible. If you want it enough for other people and help them achieve their goals, then you'll get more than you ever imagined. And that's really what happened this year. So this year, my goal was, or last year rather, was to take more time out, to be able to spend more time with my kids, to go on 10 holidays was my goal. And we actually went away 14 times. Some of them just for the weekend, but really amazing to have that quality time with my family. I helped 7 separate legs achieve the chairman's bonus last year. There were 37 within my group achieving chairman's bonus checks. So we really coached the importance of going for the incentives to be able to achieve them. So what have I done with that cheque? How has this cheque changed my life and my children's life? You know, I've been able to do things that I never ever dreamt possible. And when I was a little girl, I've got a very small family. My dad's an only child, and my mum has just got 1 brother. And her brother Steve, when I was a little girl, he was really into classic cars and Porsches. And he took me in his Porsche many a time when I was younger. And I thought, you know, one day I'm going to be able to do that. And sadly, my uncle passed away from cancer a couple of years ago. And when that cheque came along, I literally went out with Rosie actually to buy a mattress a couple of weeks ago, and we went past the Porsche garage. And I pulled in with Rose and said, let's just go and have a look. And there was a beautiful, I know nothing about cars, you know, just that one looked pretty. And I said to them, can I just test drive one? So he arranged for me to test drive a Porsche. I was looking after my sister's little girl that day, so I had to take Molly along and get car seats in it as well. And we went out for a drive, and then I came back and said to the man in the showroom, actually, I want that one, and can I pick it up tomorrow? They quite couldn't believe it. So,
woo!
because it's a memory of my uncle, and I sent the photo to my cousins and just said how much I wish he was here to see it, because I know he'd be so proud of my mum.
Woo!
I've got an amazing team around me, and seeing them all achieve means more than absolutely anything. My little sister was on stage as senior manager today. Sam came off the stage crying, and I'm like, what are you crying for? And she just can't believe how her life has changed as well. So when you're working with your family and helping them achieve things, and you make some amazing friends that also become your family in this business, totally is life-changing. My brother's coming over from South Africa on Monday. He's had a really tough time himself personally. He's lived out there for probably about 15 years and he's just split up with his wife. And he's coming over with his little boy Josh. And I said to my brother, you know, what would Josh really like to do? He's 11 and he's been through a traumatic time. And he said he'd love to go to Disney. So my children don't know, Sam's kids don't know, Josh doesn't know. And I've just thought to take the tour to Euro Disney in 3 weeks' time. Without even having to think about it. So I really ask you all to think about what it is you really want to achieve. You don't need to believe that you can do it now, but just put the activity in every single day. Ignore the people that say you can't, the people that try to get you down, because they're not important. The people that are important are the people that are always standing beside you and believing in you. And just know that anybody can achieve absolutely anything if you've got that emotional attachment. So many people have laughed at me along the way, but I'm the one laughing now, because who am I? Who am I? I'm Natalie Healey, the lady that had a dream to put the kids into private school 6 years ago, and now I can pay for my kids' private school in 2 weeks. For the year, both of them, 2 weeks of my bonus pays their fees for the whole year, and I drop them off in my Porsche.
Go girl! Woo!
You can, and the people that love you, the people that we're working with, are telling you you can, then anybody can achieve. So thank you for everyone that's helped me along the way, and thank you to the head office, who I know are just inundated at the moment, and we need to really get behind them and help them as much as we can, help our team, rather than send them to head office to get the questions answered. We need to be responsible as leaders and be there to answer those questions, because their workload, because of our success, and the more people we're helping is getting more and more and more. You know, when I went up as manager, there were 3 or 4 other managers on stage. So now you just look at it today and it's totally life-changing. And John and Jane had a more enormous impact along my journey as well, so thank you to you. But my biggest thanks is to my mum, because she never gave up on me. 10 years it took her to get me to join the team, because for 10 years I never thought I could. So thank you everyone, and enjoy the team.